What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I'm super excited to get with you guys today because today is Wednesday. It's Hump Day, and when it's Hump Day, it's the Sports Lounge Media. Welcome to the lounge, guys. We got our special.
Yeah.
We got our guest here, our special guest. I was gonna say, but our regulars up on here. We got Mr. Marc Crandall and Sarai. How are you guys doing today?
Peachy.
Doing amazing. Did you say Gucci?
Peachy.
Oh,
How are you feeling, Peachy, bro? You worked out today or what?
he feels
No.
fruit.
You've been working out. You've been working out the glutes, bro, or what? What's going on over there?
No, I've been able to sit there and call people on all their stuff today. So it's always made the day for a good day.
I agree. Good day today.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's bring the energy today, man. I'm super excited to get with everybody. We're going to be talking about the NFL Week 11 recap, walking into Week 12, guys. We are literally six weeks away from it being playoff football, man, and it's coming by quick, coming by fast. So
It's crazy how fast this season has gone, to be honest.
That's because we're getting old, guys. It's because we're getting old.
yeah, 100%, 100%. So I thank you guys, each and every one of you guys who are part of our community. We thank each and every one of you guys for supporting us and continue to support us as we do this week in and week out. And just follow along. If there's comments, throw your comments in the comment box. Remember to like, share, comment in there, and share it with your friends. Let's get them subs up. We're trying to get to 1K by Super Bowl. We're going to bring some content from the Super Bowl. You guys are going to be able to see all that. But right now, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about Week 11. Really excited about Week 11. There was some pretty good games going on. Let's start with the Jets and the Patriots. Looks like the Patriots took care of business on Thursday Night Football, 27-14. Was that a shock to anybody? Probably not. But the Patriots are rolling, and they're beating bad teams like they should. And we're going to see them start playing some good teams here soon. So we'll see what we get out of the Patriots. But I know every Patriot fan is excited on what they got in their team, and we are excited as well to see competitive football. Next, we'll go with the Commanders and the Dolphins. Dolphins and Commanders in Madrid. I believe that's the last game of international football, y'all. It has ended, and finally we are done with international games. But we had the Commanders and the Dolphins take it into overtime. Look like the Dolphins once again pull one off against the Commanders. That is a sinking ship. 16-13, they won. And then we walk into the Bengals and the Steelers. Steelers won 32-12. Do we need to talk a little bit more about that? Heck no. A shocker though. The Jaguars manhandled the Chargers 35-6. That's an embarrassing loss for the Chargers, with the Chargers trying to make it into playoffs for a second year under Harbaugh. But we will find out what the season is going to hold once we get towards the end. Going into the Buccaneers and the Bills game. What a shootout.
Yeah, that was a good game, actually.
Man, that was a shootout. Bills pulled that off, though, at home in Buffalo, 44-32. They win that game. We have a divisional game that happened with the Bears and the Vikings. We don't know what's going on with the Vikings, but right now what we do know is that the Bears beat the Vikings 19-17. They took division this week. So they're in first place in the North, NFC North. The Texans win a game with the backup quarterback, and it was 16-13 against the Texans. And at this point, the Texans win against the Titans, 16-13. I don't know if there's any surprises. I don't know what's going on with the Titans. I think the Titans are trying to get the number one pick overall.
Trade it away.
You always want a big trade. All right, going into the next game, we got the Panthers and the Falcons going into overtime. Panthers pulled that one off, 30-27. That was crazy. That was a crazy game. I actually watched that on a quad box. Crazy game. Packers won 27-20. Jackson Dart does come back this next week. Scatabo was in headlines. I think Sarai might cover that when WWE. Yeah, he was
In the
out
wrestling
there
world.
fighting on one leg in WWE. But yeah, so you can see Scatterbo all over everywhere. And we'll get to everywhere in a second. But Seahawks, okay, big game for that division. Seahawks and Rams. Seahawks lost that game to the Rams 21-19. Does anybody else think that the Rams should have blew them out, considering the fact that Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions? I mean, I think I do. If you give any other high caliber team that's supposed to be a high caliber team for given opportunities, either you capitalize it on a field goal or at least a touchdown. I think that should have been a more high scoring game, but who am I? I'm just a guy to give you the takes right here and who won and who lost. So the Rams won 21-19 with the last minute field goal missed by Mayers, who's been awesome this year. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with
Oh.
you. I think you're
Oh,
absolutely
I thought
right.
you said wait. Okay, so Purdy was back this week. Purdy won 41-22 against the Cardinals. Kind of beat them up. We got the Ravens are still rolling. They're still rolling, and I know they make a splash. Now we have 6 games. They're 6 games away. There used to be 8 games. They won those 2 games. Lamar's back. They're kind of getting things rolling. But it is 23-16 against the Browns. Next week, we'll talk about Shedeur Sanders starting for the first time in the NFL. We'll talk about that. Marc's super excited about that one. We'll go to the Chiefs and Broncos game. Broncos pulled that one off 22-19. We go to the Sunday night game, which Marc was really excited about that game. I believe he had the Lions winning that game, but psych. The Birds won 16-9. 16-9. Eagles defense. I mean, they've been looking like with the addition of Phillips, looking like he's been playing with us since the beginning of the season. So really great defensive game. Jared Goff got rattled. We'll talk about that. What game stuck out to you guys? And then talk about up and everywhere and anywhere. Let's talk about the Cowboys and the Raiders. It looks like CeeDee Lamb. Everybody's wondering why CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens was benched in the beginning. It was because he was actually at Red Rock Casino, betting on games probably, but he was throwing up at 7:30 in the morning. So he was throwing up.
Red Rock.
Yeah, he was at Red Rock Casino out there betting and throwing up at 7:30 in the morning. So that's the reason why him and Pickens was benched. And but even though they were benched, they still came out with the W. Didn't look like a good game at all. Looked like the defense looked really, really strong with their additions, and they won 33-16. They beat the Raiders. So Cowboys on their way to the Super Bowl.
6-7.
Did I miss something?
They're back, baby. We them boys.
They them boys. They them boys. All right. What game stuck out to you guys? Let me know in the chat. But right now, let's go with Marc. Let's go Sarai first. Let's go with Marc first. What game stuck out to you, my guy?
Let's talk about which game stuck out to me. That's tough. That really is. Because I already know. I can say I already know you're going to sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm going to talk about the Eagles and the Lions."
Oh, I am. I waited all week for this.
So, all right, hey, this is what we're going to do. Sarai, we're going to let you go first because I know right well, chosen to myself, we're going to have a nice little debate here going back and forth.
Yeah, we can have a debate.
So, Sarai, you go ahead and go first. This way we can just continue the banter back and forth.
So, the one game that I was watching was, of course,
I already know what you're going to say. You're going to say the Lions and the Eagles. Let's just talk about it.
No, I was going to say the Rams and the Seahawks. Okay. You took all my points away. I was literally going to talk about the 4 interceptions and how technically the Seahawks could have, even with those 4 interceptions, if that field goal would have happened, man, that would have been a victory for the Seahawks. But I do say that Stafford looked kind of sharp. He was distributing all across the field. Darnold didn't play his best game yet. Seahawks defense is something to keep an eye on for sure. But can we trust Sam Darnold? A lot of people are calling him Darn It. But yeah, can we trust Sam Darnold to really get the Seahawks where they need to go?
Not in big games.
I like me some Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, definitely. I always think they play dynamic. There was a lot of good catches that Puka Nacua had caught, and I thought those were some good plays. But they dictated the tempo of the game too. So I think I agree with you. If those 4 interceptions, they should have been blown out. So that's kind of my intake for the game that I watched. Besides the Lions and the Eagles, but I'll let you debate. I got my buzzer ready.
I mean,
hey, is there a reason why you're clapping?
I'm excited. I was excited to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
I do gotta admit, when you said rolling, you know what song came to my head?
Hold on a second, real quick.
Rolling.
You had 4 interceptions, and yet Stafford managed to have 130 yards passing the entire game.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the Seahawks offensive line struggled a lot with like pressure and penalties. I think that was like I think they shot themselves in the foot a lot of the game. I still like I'm excited. I want to see, it be switched around and they go into the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's a different outcome in Seattle for sure.
They're gonna have that 12th man, and that stadium is loud, very loud. So we'll see how they play in Seattle.
Yeah. Because I don't see the Rams winning that game.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. See, the Seahawks, when you go to the Seahawks, it's just as bad as a Philly game. I mean, it's brutal.
Especially with Matt Stafford, being hurt, got old broke back Stafford, can't handle things with spasms, all that good stuff. I mean, I guarantee you he's going to be spending one time on the field way too much, and he's going to get hurt.
I've been saying that all along, those spasms. They mess up a quarterback play.
The other game that stood out to me, to be honest, was, people want to talk, we obviously being, a Packer fan, but the Bears-Vikings.
Oh, you're not a Lions fan.
No, I'm not a Lions fan.
Oh, I mean, the whole chat thought you were a Lions fan.
They can think all they want. But no, the game that actually, like for real though, when you look at it, like I've said this before, we talked about it a little bit on TikTok. Everyone's like, "Oh, the Bears are in first place." Yeah, the Bears are in first place because they're field goal kicker. That's how they've been winning. They've been keeping close enough. I'm not saying that. I did not say that. A win's a win. I don't care if you win. I will take an ugly, a good loss versus an ugly win. That's who I am. But with that being said, that with the way they've done things, it has not. It's all right. It's all right, man. When you look at what the Bears have done, they have not done anything with the weapons that they have. It has been relying truly off of, honestly, the field goal kicking. They've been able to perform that way. Now, the other game that stood out to me was the fact is that Drake May and the Patriots, they beat the team they should have beat with the Jets, but he's just, he's stat padding. He's putting up those MVP numbers with what he's doing, to at least be in the conversation. That is for sure. No, I wasn't a Lions fan last week.
Everybody could have sworn you were, though.
Hey, I always have a good, healthy debate for a good team, and if someone's playing good, I'm gonna give them recognition. That's for sure.
You're confusing people. You got the Detroit hat on this.
I'm always rocking a Tiger hat. If I ain't rocking the Tiger hat, I'm rocking a Tennessee hat. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the show.
Before we do that, what's going on, Joseph? How you doing? We got down South Philly. What's going on? We got Mama in the house. What's going on, Mama? Who else we got up in here? We got D-Boy in the house. What's going on, D-Boy? Kim Pat Talk. What's good with you? If there's anybody that I missed, Bills. What's going on, Bills on Parade? What's good with you, man? How you doing? Appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining in. Appreciate that. We about to get in a healthy debate right now. I'm just gonna let Marc talk because we won. So I mean, go ahead.
Because you won. No. Defensive
We won. We
wise,
did win.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Defensive wise,
Hi,
Philadelphia looks like the Super Bowl, defense that they had last year. I will definitely say that, but a lot of people want to give Jalen Hurts for such a, he's one of the better quarterbacks. I mean, we're seeing the inconsistency. So with that being said, how is it?
NFL junkie.
How is it? I want to know this. Everyone talks so highly of Jalen Hurts.
Oh, we're talking about Philly. I thought that was my job. Go ahead.
I don't know this. I mean, y'all, okay, here we go. All right, here. I want to know this. You sit there and you say, oh, Jared Goff, he's not that good of a quarterback. I mean, yeah, he had one interception. He threw for 255. Yes, it was a struggle. The defense definitely got the pressure on him, which we know that's what happens. But how is it that Jalen Hurts wasn't able to perform? I want to know that. I mean, everyone talks about Jalen Hurts being such a great quarterback for them to only win by 7 points.
If we go to other streams, and you guys can also go back to other streams in other weeks, Marc has repeatedly say KP is the problem. And obviously,
KP's going to be, hey, so I sent this real quick. So I sent this out. No, 100%. KP is the problem. Now, with that being said, I sent the thing out this week, and it's going around on Twitter, X, whatever. They're saying KP's in line to possibly become a head coach next year. Man,
I did see that. That is big news today, actually. That there are teams that are already inquiring about KP.
How?
Can we get back on topic, though? I don't care if KP won't get a job, but can we get back on topic? So I just want to know. We were supposed to get that BTA, and I don't.
No.
I'm still looking at my cheeks, and I can't see no markings.
Okay, let me tell you this. First off, I never said it was going to be a BTA.
Let me know.
Never once did you hear that say BTA. So, with that being said, how come with your offense that's supposed to be so well, what happened to that, considering the secondary that is so weak with Detroit that he managed to have 135 yards passing?
Yeah. So what you've seen in the first half is particularly what we would love to see in the second half. We did pick them apart. You go back and watch that game. We're picking apart that offensive. That defense and that secondary that you're talking about. We're picking them apart. I mean, Jalen Hurts threw a dime to Dotson in that game. It was all over the place. He was really dissecting that and exposing that secondary. What we failed to do as an offense is continue to do that. We continue to do that, and so. With that, well, obviously, if we continue to do that, we would continue to score. But we didn't do that. We continued to run 39, things like just weird things, running Saquon twice instead of play action, a little RPO. This game, you did see Jalen Hurts run a little bit. But at the end of the day, it is coming down to play calls. Why are we not using Jalen? Why are we not using A.J. Brown in the middle of the field where most of his career he's been successful in that? The vertical routes have been we've been trying to do curl routes. Can we get rid of those curl routes by chance? There's a lot of predictable plays. Those are reasons why we're not scoring the football. If we get back to the basics and get back to the RPO game, get back to running Saquon the way he runs, opening up that offensive line, Fred Johnson is going to be fine with Lane Johnson out. Fred, we are actually 5-1 with Fred in, so we're perfectly fine in that area.
He held Hutchinson.
Huh?
He held his
place. Him and Malata took care of Hutchinson, and we did really good in the line. But as far as scheming, right? The play calling is not where it needs to be. We're not consistent on what works. Like you like to say in your phrases, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But it seems like they keep trying to do. I don't know what they're trying to do, really, to be honest. I really don't have an answer other than my answer is they need to stick to what is working and continue to do that. We did expose that secondary that you're talking about. And if you rewatch the game, you would obviously it's evident that that's what we were doing. We just didn't stick to that game plan. We decided to go a different route on that game plan. Defensively, we shook Jared Goff, and anytime you shake Jared Goff, he makes errors, and we bodied him the whole entire game. Like that was the most scariest game for Jared Goff. He was in complete hell the whole entire game. And to be honest, it was beautiful to watch. Beautiful watch that to see the defense be so disruptive up front. That gave Adoree Jackson and the guys that we are worried about an opportunity to step up and to make plays. And
I thought they were playing volleyball the whole time.
The question is do they have a team out? The question to the Lions fans is, do they have a team outside of J-Mo and Gibbs at this particular moment after being exposed? Because when you strap Mod St. Brown with and even some plays with Adoree Jackson, when you strapped him with Mitchell, he was silent in that game. It was mostly J-Mo and Gibbs in that game. There was nobody else. Mm-hmm. And so my question to the Lion fans outside of them, are they, because now what I'm going to look at in the film is, okay, just like in basketball, I'm going to let them get their little yards or their little points. What we're going to do is we're going to just be disruptive and just lock down Amase Brown and force everybody else to make great plays. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Outside of that. And so with that being said, I think at the end of the day, you got what you seen. The last two games, they've only scored one touchdown on the Eagles. And just to let the Dallas fans know, we're going to be talking about it in a minute. We are not the Raiders. And go back to that Lions game. So whatever you talking this week, we ain't Kelly Green this week. We'll talk on a field on Sunday.
So
go Birds.
So you are 100% correct. They were able to shut down Amon-Ra Brown. He had 2 catches with 12 targets.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, so I give the secondary, with Mitchell and stuff like that. Philadelphia did really well.
I don't mean to cut you off. One more thing. The fact that Jared Goff also was in third downs, 3 for 13, and I said particularly that what's going to shoot Dan Campbell in the foot is going on it on 4th down against a good defense. We showed up in that game. They were 0 for 5 on 4th down. That was another one. They could have scored They could have scored field goals, but instead he was rolling the dice. He also is the play caller. He's also been the play caller for the last 2 games, and it's not worked out for him. There's some people that are made to be head coaches, and some people made to be offensive coordinators. He is not an offensive coordinator. Dan Campbell needs to continue to be a head coach and just be that, because right now it's not working out for him. 0-5 on 4th down is ridiculous, and 3-13 is even more horrendous. So, and doing a fake punt, like, bro, are you kidding me? That was crazy. You gave us an opportunity here. So that was the other thing that I wanted to point out too that was really critical is also the head coaching. The head coaching has hurt him in every single big game that we know of. They have regressed since they made the NFC Championship.
And I also think a lot of fans
because of his play calling.
A lot of Lion fans are now saying that, they could have won if he wasn't doing those, 4th and outs. But realistically, there was only probably 2 of those 4th and outs that they could have really realistically made the field goal that was within range, like a field goal range was like 20, 25 yards. Because other than that, his 4 and outs were like way 4 and 18 was like way in the back.
But the problem, the big thing, if you watch the pregame, and just seeing the wind, I mean, it was taking the ball not even 10 yards. And as soon as it got up high enough, that ball was like 90-degree turn. So the wind was definitely crazy in Philadelphia. I mean, I think at one point they said wind gusts were up to 40+ miles an hour. So, I mean, I can understand why going for the 4th and out. Do I agree with you? Yeah,
why not put the ball away? Why not punt the ball away and give us some bad territory and use your defense that's supposed to be one of the top defenses to
That
go
defense
and
is
get
not
us.
one of the top defenses. They had two, literally.
Well, that's why I went. You notice I went like this.
Yeah, no. I any person that's actually says and knows, it's like, no, they the whole point of that the Detroit Lions has always been is because of the offensive side. Because he is aggressive, they're able to put up points on the board. That is the reason why they're able to get those points, put them up. Now, obviously, when you got a very high octane offense and you shut it down, which we saw that 100%. Philadelphia did an amazing job. They had 10 pass deflections, 7 quarterback hits.
They were spiking it volleyball style.
Jordan Davis, man, I can't.
Which he got called for two awards this week.
Yeah, I mean, he had 3 pass deflections. I'm just like, that dude is. He's a beast. I don't even know what to say. The dude is a beast.
He said, "I'll take DC as our OC over KP right now. He gonna play both positions. He gonna take both hats. That's funny, bro.
No, that to me, rightfully so. Like I said, Philadelphia with the defense, I have no problem acknowledging defense is always going to win. It takes defenses and a run game to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and in week one, I was really high on the Giants. Obviously, the Giants fell off because of their defense. I said if your defense can keep you in games, that takes less pressure off your offense to be able to go down the field and just either kick a field goal, score. Obviously, in bigger games, you're going to have to score the touchdown, right? But in some games, you're able to just kick the field goal, walk off with that, and be good. But the defense is what keeps you in them, and that's what one of the things is that our defense has stepped it up in the last 4 weeks, including the bye. And the only thing that is scary is what happens. The question mark is always what happens when it does click for the offense, because we was clicking for 2 games before the bye, right? So it might take us another 2 to 3 games to get rolling again, right? So I mean, we can start cooking in these next 2 games. The other crazy thing is if we win, or when we win against the Cowboys and on Black Friday against the Bears, and the Cowboys lose against us, and then on Thanksgiving lose to the Chiefs, we're already done with our division early. That's a great Christmas present for the Eagles, and that's the first time us going back-to-back or back-to-back teams since 2003, 2004. But it's going to be because of that defense that's going to keep us in those games, and obviously it's going to carry us to making sure that we can try to get that offense clicking. The scary part is when that offense starts clicking, the Eagles might be an unstoppable team.
And I think a lot of talk right now is, are we trying to just keep our players all safe right now? Like, a lot of running has not been happening with Jalen. And so they're thinking that maybe we are just playing safe right now, which, I mean, open up the playbook and let's see what we have. But that's a lot of conversation that's happening around the league right now is, are the Eagles playing it safe? Are they trying to protect all their players? Because pretty much like Mike just said, we're about to be in the division, or take the division. So
real quick, so Diamond says, where'd it go?
Defense won Super Bowls.
The Lions defense played good. I don't know if we were watching the same game. I mean,
you can call him an NFT junkie. That's his real name.
Well, I don't care what I call anyone. I'll say this: Detroit's defense did not play good. That was a realistically watching the NFC North. There is not a defense that has any chance to stop an offense when Philadelphia is clicking on all cylinders. I have said this week in and week out. Everything is going to run through Philadelphia.
There's not a team in the NFL if the offense starts clicking. If Saquon Barkley plays like Saquon Barkley and Tank did, yeah, when they went over 100, and AJ Brown and Devontae both got active. When we had an explosive game and he had Jalen Hurts had a perfect QBR, and then the next game did the exact same thing, damn near perfect. When we play like that, and our defense now is playing like this, there's not a team in the NFL that could beat us. 100%. Like, what defense is gonna? We beat some of the biggest teams and kept them to 7 points in the last 2 weeks. 1 touchdown. 14 points in the last 2 weeks. 1 touchdown each of them. If our offense starts clicking, we're blowing teams out. Like, it's crazy.
Well, like I said, when you look at the Packers offense,
there is a defense. There is a defense in the NFC North, though, and that's the Vikings. The Vikings do have a good defense. It's just and now it's the same thing. It's JJ McCarthy. Is he going to be the right fit? Is he going to be the one? Carson Wentz.
I would say that JJ McCarthy should not have been drafted as the 10th pick overall. Everyone tries to give him so much recognition when he had Harbaugh, at Michigan. In the championship game, he threw 10 passes. Mm-hmm. That is not a top 10 pick. It's like, hey, if you're a top 10 pick, then you better be doing something to sit there and earn that crap. And no offense, he's not a top 10 pick. He can't stay healthy. I think he's had 5 games on the season he's played?
Yeah.
Gets into preseason, misses the entire year. They need to wrap that dude in bubble wrap.
Yeah. The other thing that we need to realize is that a lot of key pieces on our defense did come back and came back healthy. So a lot of the players I know we're going to start talking about week 11 right now. We're going to transition into week 11. But the Cowboys didn't have to deal with a Nakobe Dean. They didn't have to deal with a Jalen Carter because of the spit gate. They didn't have to deal with a lot of those players. And this time around, they're going to have to deal with them. So our defense also is picking up. The thing about it is that it's the offense. It's the offense that needs to figure it out. And I don't know if hopefully Sarai is right when she says we're just trying to keep players safe, because I'm kind of skeptical on when we play against teams like the Bucks, when we play against teams like even the Rams. You put the Rams in that conversation, but they don't play really good at the link. We play really good. Actually, we play really good in LA as well. But regardless of that, when we have to put up, let's say 28 points or more, that's where I'm getting kind of hesitant of like, And
I don't even know if the Bills will even see our starters. If we've already met the division, if we've clinched a division and the seeding is going our way, I don't even know if they would see the starters at least for a full game.
And let me put this in. As an Eagle fan, let me tell you this. I don't want the first seed. I don't. If this is how we come off of preseason, and then we play how we played against the Cowboys. If we come off of a bye week and played how we played when we come off of a bye week, I don't want the first seed. Y'all can have it.
Yeah, second seed would be better.
Yeah, I would like the second seed, and that's it. Give me the second seed so we can continue to play and roll. If we have, and especially if we're sitting people against the Bills, let's keep rolling. Let's keep it going.
Real quick. So NFT says, when talking about the defense, when it comes to Detroit, you don't have to worry about the wide receivers when the wind is blowing the way it was. You're not going to be throwing for the deep ball. Jalen Hurts' average pass usually is anywhere from 6.5 to almost, 6.5 to 7 yards a pass. He averaged 4.8. Everything was going to be short. Jahan Dotson had the 34-yard strike. Everything else was, you don't have to worry about it. That's what people tend to forget. It's like, no, you got to look at it. And if you're seeing 30-mile-an-hour winds, yeah, you are not throwing the ball, that 35, 40-yard bomb, because there is nowhere for it to go. It's like, oh, nope, there it goes. 15 rows up in the stands. So that's the big thing. So, to me, that had to be a run game. Philadelphia showed that they had the better defense, especially when it came to putting the pressure compared to Detroit, and also being able to shut down the running attack. It really was a struggle for them. So no, hands off to the Eagles. They deserved it, like I said. And at the end of the day, when it comes to the NFC, it's running through Philadelphia.
Hey, clip that, DP. Clip it right now. Go ahead and clip that.
Clip it from every week. I've said it every week for the last 5 weeks. I'm still going to sit, but I'm going to hold them accountable.
Thank you. Hats off.
No, it went to Dotson's hands. I agree.
NFT. And Devontae's. That was a bummer too.
But
we get what you're saying about the win for sure, most definitely.
Hey, one last thing. Do you guys think that CeeDee Lamb, it was supposed to be 46.5? Do you think he dropped that pass when he was going to the end zone on purpose because he was betting the day before or that same morning
at Red Rock?
Put it in the chat below. Put it in the chat. I think so. I mean, he dropped that. It was a wide open pass, man. I don't know. It's kind of fishy. Things are getting weird over there in Dallas.
When we get to the next week, I'm going to talk about the Cowboys.
All right, let's get to the next week. Week 12. We got the Bills versus the Texans. The Texans. They're going into the Texans. Is CJ coming back? He's supposed to come back in that game. All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
Then we got the Eagles going to Dallas. We got a good game over there. See who the Colts really are. The Colts are going to go into Arrowhead, play against the Chiefs. We got the Steelers. We just got confirmation that Aaron Rodgers is not going to have surgery, and Aaron Rodgers will be playing in this game. So we got the Steelers going
Hold on. Aaron Rodgers is going to wait until the following week to have surgery because he wants to remind the Bears that he's their daddy.
Okay, well, there you go. He's going to Chicago to remind them he's their daddy. Then we got the Patriots going to Cincinnati to play the Bengals with no Jamar Chase because of the Spitgate. Why he lie like that? He know there are like 50,000 cameras up in there. Why you lie for? Just say that you did it, bro.
And it wasn't even like a water spit. It was like a loogie spit.
Yeah, it was a full-on spit, bro. He was holding that whole spit the whole time he was talking. Anyways, then we got the Jets going into
Baltimore. He gave him the Hawk Tua.
Yeah, he gave him the Hawk Tua. Oh, we got CJ Stroud is actually going to be out, confirmed by Kim Pat's Talks. We got the Jets going to the Ravens. Again, this is another game that the Ravens are going to win again, and it puts them in contention. They're getting back rolling. These are those easy games that I keep telling you guys about that the Ravens are going to win to get back in there. They should be 6-5 by the time is over. We got the Seahawks coming back for a bounce back game, hopefully going to go to Tennessee and beat the Titans. We got the Vikings and the Packers divisional game right before Thanksgiving. It looks like, the Vikings, I don't know. Vikings go to Lambeau to play the Packers. Then we got, I believe Jackson Dart is back to play against the Lions. A lot of people are saying this could be a trap game. I don't. I think the Detroit Lions handle business there. They can't afford another loss. They can't. The Detroit Lions cannot afford another loss.
Or they will be in Marc's top 3.
They continue to climb up every time they lose. But anyway, moving on. The Jaguars, another trap game. They say that the Jaguars play bad. The Jaguars play bad against backup quarterbacks. Has been the history of the Jaguars, but the Jaguars are going to go play Jacoby Brissett in Arizona. The Jaguars are 6-4 though. I think they win that game. We'll see what happens. But we got a trash bowl game, or we got a good football game. We have a football game. We have a game happening. It's the Browns and the Raiders. Browns go to Las Vegas to play against the Raiders. And Shador starts this game. So he's been practicing with the ones now. This past week, we'll see what that. I hope he lights up the Raiders, to be honest. That's the same team that Marc said the Raiders are going to win division. I think they still got a chance, right, Marc?
They still got a chance.
Going to We got the Falcons. No more Penix. As Sarai likes to say, Penix. They don't have no Penix. And they have Kirko starting that game. Also, Bijan has a hurt ankle. Drake London is out. They go to New Orleans to play the Saints. Here's a big game. I think it's one of the biggest games of the week. It's the Buccaneers versus the Rams. Reason why I think that the Buccaneers need this win more than the Rams do. To stay in seeding and be able to I think they can run away with division with this game here. So we got the Buccaneers going against the Rams. I think that probably is a great Sunday night game. Should be fireworks. Bucky Irving is back, by the way. He'll be back this week. So they're going to get him back. They get Chris Godwin next week. So they get him in week 13. And then Mike Evans will be back the first week of playoffs. So they'll have a full loaded team by then. So just adding pieces back to their offense will help them out. A good run. I think Bucky Irving adds a little spice to them. They've been doing well without him, but they're going to be even better, I think. And then Monday night game is the Panthers versus the Niners. Brock Purdy is back. I think they got Ricky back as well. They're kind of flying on all cylinders right now. And let me remind everybody that Panthers were my dark horse, and I said they're going to go 10-7. They're damn near there. They're 6-5. So they only got 2 more games to lose for me. And I hit my goal for the week or for the year. Also, my other dark horse was the Steelers on the AFC side. Steelers are doing well as well. Report says Shador didn't have a locker until this week. Oh, no, he definitely did. He had 2 of them. Let's go. What game stood out to you guys? What game is sticking out to you guys? Are you guys Rogers is stuck. What is that? Rogers is
supposed to be such.
Oh, such a tool bag. Okay. Confused me a little bit. But yeah, so we had that. But yeah. What game is sticking out to you guys? Put it in the chat. What are you most excited to see? What game is the game of the week for y'all? Let's start with Sarai this time.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the Cowboys and Eagles. I will be at that game.
You will?
All the Sports Lounge media content. So I'm super excited for that. I'm looking forward to seeing Jalen Carter get his lick back from Dak and spin.
Get his lick back. Let's go, boy.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
I think he's gonna fake it this time. He's gonna go, and then tackle him and sack him. And
I mean, are you rolling with the Dallas jersey or what?
No, I will be in my full Kelly Green and Sports Lounge media wear.
Yeah.
Reminder: I will take my sticker off when I am stating "Go Birds" and "Fly Eagles Fly." But
I'm gonna say,
that's her game. What's your game?
What's your game?
My game is gonna have to be. You know what? I'll go with a different game. Let's go with. I got 2 games for you. I'm gonna go with the game for me would be the Colts and the Chiefs. This really, as we're gearing up for the playoffs, you're actually seeing what teams are ready for playoffs, what teams are not. Obviously, we had Seattle. We seen what they could do with the Rams, but we also want to see what Indiana Jones can do in Arrowhead playing against the Chiefs. The other thing, Chiefs are trying to sneak into playoffs. If they lose this game, that kind of puts them out of playoffs. And so this is a big game for both of them to see who the Colts are. They are a factor going into the playoffs and to see if the Chiefs can sneak back in. But to be honest, I don't trust any new team that comes into the playoffs. I would choose experience with the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs, those type of teams over any other team. that is new going into the playoffs. I go off of experience based on that. But we really get to see what the Colts are all about.
I think they say bye to their season.
We'll see. We'll see. But that game sticks out to me. The other game is the Garbage Bowl with the Browns and Raiders. The Shedeur Sanders really get it done over there and really show who he is, get an opportunity to prove a lot of his critics wrong and be a tradable piece to maybe another team or what he could do there.
If he does well, I'm buying his jersey.
He's itching to say something. Go ahead.
To prove his critics wrong, you talking about the team that you want to joke about, and you always make fun because, yeah, they were my dark horse because on paper the Raiders should have been a lot better. Injuries, when they've lost basically everybody on their offensive line has been gone. But when you look at the Raiders, they're 2-8. I mean, is that really? Are you going to prove anything wrong that you can beat the Raiders?
Well, I mean, a guy once told me before that this is the NFL, and
you told yourself that.
No, when we're talking about Caleb, you once told me he still has to play against NFL players.
No, he does. But I mean,
okay, so does Shedeur then. Shedeur still has to play against NFL players.
Realistically,
he has to go up against Max Crosby. So you're telling me Max Crosby's not a great pass rusher and not going to get to Shedeur?
I think Shedeur is going to sit. I mean, yeah. I think Max Crosby is going to welcome Shedeur, and you might see the Browns playing without a quarterback. By the second half.
Let's not go that far.
I mean, who else they got?
Who got?
Cleveland. Who they got? Dylan Gabriel's out with concussion.
Yeah, but Shedeur is going to play the whole game. Like, he ain't going out.
I'm talking about he's going to get lit up so bad that they're going to get carted off the field.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine, Mark. Let's not be dramatic here.
Not being dramatic. He is going to get welcomed to the field. I guarantee it.
Okay, if he gets sacked and he gets welcomed to the field, he'll get right back up and play football. Like, come on now.
Thank you, NFT. We agree on something. He is going to break him.
He won't break him.
Like a Jaden Daniels break him, or like what?
He's gonna. Max Crosby gonna hit him so hard he's gonna look like his dad rolling around with the wheelchair help. Like that's what is going to happen to Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, that's too far. That's too far. That's way too far.
Again, NFT. Thank you. Understand.
Nah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
But I mean,
yeah. What games? What games stood out for you? Come on now.
Steelers and Bears.
Okay, why?
Just
don't say it. I mean, Steelers and Bears.
No,
tell us why.
Obviously, no. We have Aaron Rodgers. Just gonna prove my point. Just like I said, that he is the Chicago Bears daddy, and does not matter what team he is on. For some reason, whenever he plays the Bears, I think he has one loss in his career to Chicago. One. I mean, so that right there, it's to me, they have to continue to win because Baltimore having the weaker schedule for the second half of the season, they have a strong chance to take it. So you have to win. You have to. But this is the Bears' first and last time you will see them in first place. They will have one win rest of the year.
Yeah, that's what I predicted too. I predicted one win for the rest of the season.
I don't know. I still have them maybe possibly beating the Eagles. I think it's a trap game. Nobody believes me, but I know.
It can be. I mean, if we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose on short week. But I don't think we lose. I don't think with the defense, with the defense that we have, has me to believe that we'll be just fine, and Caleb Williams will make a lot of mistakes that will cost him. You cannot convince me that Caleb Williams is better than Jared Goff now. Like that That's out. With the defense that we have now, he's going to make mistakes, maybe a couple interceptions. That's going to take it to the house, and it's going to be a wrap. And we're in all black. Oh yeah, no. We go from Kelly week to dark mode.
Sorry, Junkie. I had to say it, because we have to hit one.
We do. We all
our first trap game. We always
we're going to lose to somebody. We're not going to go undefeated. I mean, if we go undefeated the rest of the way, that's 15.
Hold on. Wait. Did you just say Caleb, now we can finally say Jared Goff is better than Caleb Williams?
Jared Goff is better than Caleb Williams.
But you're saying we can finally say that? Is that what you said? Because I'm just like, when the heck is Caleb Williams? I thought that's what you said. Because I'm like, Caleb Williams is, yeah.
No, he said, we can't think. Are you sure that you're just saying that Caleb Williams is better than Jared Goff because of what we did to Jared Goff? Is what
my point being, he is not better than Jared Goff, so therefore he's going to make more mistakes than Jared Goff. And with the defense, if the defense sticks to what we have been shown the last 4 weeks, there's no way that the Eagles will lose that game. And we're in the link, so that adds another dynamic as well. I don't think the last time Caleb Williams was ever in a big game as big as that one with everything shaking and him shaking in his boots, he was crying. He was crying on a thing with his mom. He was driving off on a golf cart crying with his mom. So that might be that type of game.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
they might have to go get pedicures afterwards, just to.
Oh, he'll have his manicure already done, wearing his skirt or whatever.
We're not gonna go that far. Okay, Mark, you go a little too far with things sometimes.
We're talking wheelchairs and skirts. We need to stop that.
Hey, I gotta get him prepared for tea with Sarai.
All right, let's get. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little kilt. You know what I mean? We could rock a little kilt. But anyways, shout out to my Irishman out there throwing lumber around. Let's get on to the next segment with the power rankings, man. Let's get to it. That's funny. Let's get on to the power rankings. Let's start with Marc because we need to start with him today.
Because I like controversy.
Sometimes you could be delusional with your number 5. They keep climbing up the charts, and I don't know how. Let them know. Let the people know.
Let them know. All right. I got the Lions at 5.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
What is the Lions logo, anyways?
Does
anyone know? Yeah, what do they say? Does anybody know?
Their slogan? Like we say, go
say?
Birds?
They don't need one.
Go Birds, bear down, we them boys.
It's Detroit.
So what do they say? Go Lions? That's it? That's boring.
They don't need one. It's Detroit. The most ghetto city in the United States.
Okay. We don't need Detroit.
It's the truth. It's the truth. They don't need to say anything. It's like, okay, they're ruthless. No. Anyway, so I got Detroit at 5. I've got the Colts at 4. I've got the Broncos at 3. I have the Eagles at 2. No, I'm joking with you guys. And no, I got the Rams at 2, and I got the Eagles at 1.
Oh, it's one pride.
Oh, one pride? Okay.
It's one pride.
One pride. I thought it was. I was like, the lion sleeps tonight.
Oh, they were sleeping on Sunday night. But listen here. So how did the Lions make it above some of these other teams that deserve to be in the top 5?
Who deserves to be in?
Let's see here. Let me see some other teams that I didn't pick that could have been in the top 5 outside of them.
Okay.
Did you have an honorable mention?
What about
the lucky I even?
Number 1, you got you got the Lions over the Bears, and the Bears have a better division. I mean, a better record in division, and they're on top this week. That's the first.
We had that conversation on TikTok again. They have not played each other.
The Bills. The Bills are 7-3, and so is the Seahawks.
Who have the Bills beat? Hold on. Who have the Bills beat?
Look it up. I'm just telling you teams that are better.
Record. No. This is power rankings. This is not power records. That's the difference. When you look at the losses, again, week in, week out, I say this every time. Look at the losses that the Detroit Lions have. You have 2 divisional losses, okay? One in week 1 with brand new coordinators, which you yourself has talked about. Okay. 2, you lost at the last minute against Minnesota. They lost to the Chiefs, which everyone loses to the Chiefs, whenever you go into Arrowhead. Why? Because you got to play against 5 extra people.
So what does that tell you?
Philadelphia with the Detroit. So what does that tell you? That tells you that they.
What does that tell you about the Lions? What does that tell you about the Lions?
That there are weaknesses in their game. That's what it tells you.
All right, so I'm going to read something that would. I'm gonna read something that would. I'm gonna give some credit where credit is due. We have a guy, and I know Kim Pat talk about he said Patriots beat the Bills and the Bucks, but there's a guy that our good friend Fidel and some of our other good friends with the Pro Scout Talk Authority and a couple of other the Lions Avenue. He put a statement out, and he's a diehard Lions fan, and I'm gonna read that to you guys because I think it was really great of him. I love non-biased type of conversations, but let me see here. Let me find it real quick. But you said who were your other 4 again?
Who are my other 4?
Yeah.
I got the Eagles at 1, the Rams at 2, the Colts at 4. Who did I say was at 3? The Broncos.
All right. So this is not me. This is you can go follow him if you would like. His name is Walter Stringer. If you are a Lions fan, but let me read this out loud so that we can get some, Marc can get some other insight from a Lions, and he keeps putting them in top 5. But he said, I walked away from this game last night very skeptical of the Lions and less confident. It's not about running up the score on bad teams you're clearly better than. It's about competition and playoff matchups. The Lions looked inferior from a coaching, talent, and physical standpoint. The Lions have 4 losses, 2 against playoff teams from a year ago, the Vikings and the Packers, and 2 against 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl a year ago, the Chiefs and the Eagles. Chiefs held Detroit under 20 points. Eagles held Detroit under 10 points. Packers held Detroit under 20 points. And the Vikings were 3 minutes away from holding Detroit under 20 points. You can't come home to think that you're gangsters again because you might have beat up a bad Giants team. This team ain't there yet, roster or coaching wise. This fan base needs to stop getting in every time a team drops 40 on a shitty team and sees them for who they are right now. They've hit the ceiling offensively. Goff is maxed out, ain't gonna get better. Montgomery's running on fumes. You take away a short underneath bull crap, and St. Brown is quick, athletic, and enough to get open on his own consistently. You strap an athlete on him like Quinyon Mitchell, and he's silent. He has a silent night. The offense needs 2 or 3 upgrades, and when structure of offense breaks down, you only have 2 guys you can give the ball to create their offense: JMO and Gibbs.
So you asked my question of what are they missing? They are missing pieces, hence why they have the losses, which is exactly what he said. It's the same exact thing that I said, just in different terminology. Now, with that being said, yes, again, earlier in the show, I said no matter what, it is going to run through Philadelphia when it comes to the NFC. When it comes to the NFC North, It is up in the air because the Packers don't know what the hell they want to do either when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Jordan Love has not been the answer, even though he had all that time. They gave him a contract way too soon. Chicago's going to, like I said, they're going to get one more win. You might see Minnesota find a way to make themselves into this playoff, make it a race. Like, being honest, if J.J. Mark can figure out what he needs to do to win a dang game, Aaron Jones has came back healthy. So, yeah, you can see a possibility that Minnesota gets in the mix as well. So, do I think that everything is going through Detroit? No. Never have said that. I have not once said that it's going through Detroit. I enjoy razzing people because everyone always wants to hate on them because people want to say, oh, they're so great. I'm like, no, never once have I said they're so great. They struggle with a lot of stuff on the secondary. So do I agree with it?
Do they make playoffs? If they don't make playoffs, what do we think about the Lions at this particular point then? Because every year they have regressed. They made it to the NFC Championship, right? Then they win one playoff game the year after that. The year after that, they ended up losing in the first round. This year, if they miss the playoffs, what are we saying about the Detroit Lions?
You have to find the holes and fill them. You have to stop going for fourth downs.
But Dan Campbell's not. So that's it's going to be a coaching problem because Dan Campbell's not going to stop.
He publicly. They got an OC. He publicly.
Yeah, well, they don't have an OC no more because Dan Campbell's the OC.
Yeah,
now.
Obviously.
Yeah, but they took so
he said he's the coaching.
Yeah, so they're going to have to get rid of Dan then.
They need to find a consistent coordinator. They had a great coordinator with Ben Johnson. But when you deal with injuries, when you lose your star defensive player in Aiden Hutchinson, yeah, you're going to drop. The key this year, and it's across the board, has been health-wise. I have consistently said it all the time. Health has been the biggest issue because how many injuries have been happening that it's like, this is ridiculous. And then guess what? Teams are forcing people back instead of allowing them to get 100%, and all of a sudden, whoop, there he goes again.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with, too, money is involved. You know what I mean? When you're paying a guy top dollar, you're expecting him to play. And when you're in contention or trying to be in contention, they do rush him back. It's not the wisest decision, just like last year with CMC. Wasn't a wisest position to put him in a position where he has to play in the snow where you just had two problems with his calves that he was out with and just came back and they rushed him back. I mean, they rushed JD5 back, got a broken dislocated elbow. They rush players back all the time when you're playing them top dollar. It's a problem across the whole organization. But we got to move on, guys. Very quickly here. Let's move on to Sarai. Sarai, give us your top 5 this week.
So we'll go with honorable mention. I have the Bucks. I got 5 the Rams. I got 4 the Bills, 3 the Seahawks, 2 the Pats, and 1 the Philadelphia Eagles.
Go Birds! They're going to get tired of us. It's okay. You know what's weird about our fan base, too? Let me add this. Like, what's funny is that if you're not a part of our fan base, like, you hate us. But if you're a part of our fan base, like, we just love the hate. Like, we invite it. Like, it feels us when you hate us. It's like,
I love that anywhere you go that you wear green or you see a bird and you say go Birds, it's like an automatic friendship, automatic family. It's crazy.
It's like a Jeep wave, huh? Like, the Jeep wave? Or a motorcycle wave. Like, anyway, let me start with mine. Honorable mention. Not the Lions. Let me start with that right there. It's not going to be the Lions today. You feel me? But we're going to go straight into number 5. I don't think anybody deserves an honorable mention at this particular part in the season. We are going into week 11. We are for sure about our teams now. So let me go with number 5. I'm going to go with the Colts. And they could fall out. They could fall out my top 5 if they lose to the Chiefs, and it'll be a whole different ball game. Let me go with number 4 with the Rams. The Rams did beat the Seahawks, so Seahawks were in the top 5, but the Rams took that position at number 4.
Did the Rams beat the Seahawks, or did the Seahawks beat the Seahawks?
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks lost that game for sure. But I mean, scoreboard said 21-19. I'm got to give it to the Rams. They got the W. And then number 3. Yep. Number 3, we got the Broncos. Broncos still up there. They're finding ways to win. Am I sold on the Broncos? No. They do have a great defense. I don't know what's going on with Sean Payton and Bo Nix. For some reason, I don't think they're on the same page as well. So I think they need to figure it out too. But they're winning. They only got 2 losses as well in the season. Give me the Broncos at number 3. Number 2, I gotta give it to the Pats, man. And I know Kim Pat talk. He gonna be happy about that. I know Kendall, you happy. I see you over there. They number 2. We'll see what that looks like in the near future with Drake May and the rest of them. Stevenson's playing out of his mind. Drake May is also playing really, really great football. And I know any Patriots fan is very, very happy as far as they got, as quick as they got in this just first season. I know they're happy with the record that they have now. They'll be happy if they don't win another game, they should be happy, right? If they make it to playoffs and lose in the first round, they should be happy. They turned their season completely around. Let me see. Number 1, that's gonna be tough for me. I was really struggling with this. Not really, because I had the Philadelphia Eagles. What are we talking about here? The Philadelphia Eagles. What are we talking about? Go Birds!
We all agreed on something this week. The Philadelphia Eagles, all in the number 1 spot.
Yeah. Oh, Kim Pat talk, man. You already know. I had to put you up there, man. And go follow him. You a Pat fan? Go follow all of our shows. We're gonna show the video. Those are where you can find us. Like, share, follow. But that's our top 5. With the rankings, this is that segment and that time where we talk about our pet of the week.
Yeah, so let me introduce you guys to Hearts and Howl's pet of the week. This is Sadie. She is 3 years old. She is 60 pounds. She is a Rottweiler. She is dog and kid friendly. She's fully vaccinated. She's chipped and she's spayed. You can always find more information about Sadie on heartsandhowls.org. You can visit the website. Hearts and Howls is a 501 nonprofit rescue here in Dallas, Texas. They do have Amazon wish lists if you'd like to donate to the pets. You can also make a donation and it being tax deductible. The end of the year is coming up. So if you'd like to give a donation, definitely visit the Hearts and Howls rescue website to find all their adoptable pets, and that includes dogs and cats. You can also click on the QR code and it'll take you straight there.
Take you straight there. It's right there.
It was down and then it's over here.
Yeah, it's over there now. So click on it. Go share it with your friends. We appreciate it. Help them out as much as possible. Also, go visit us at www.sportsloungemedia.com. We got a lot of great things that are happening. Transition is happening with our webpage. We're actually transitioning that over to another platform so that we're able to service you guys and give you guys more content, give you guys more depth into what the Sports Lounge is really about. And you can share it with your family and friends and the people that you love and care about the most to get all of your facts, all of your great news updated first right here on the Sports Lounge Media. And you can get all of our content again right there at www.sportsloungemedia.com or get that QR code. Any last words, guys?
It's Dallas week. Go Birds.
Oh, he's talking about you, Sarai. No, he was talking about the dog.
He was talking about Sadie.
Yeah,
Sadie.
You talking about Sadie. But anyway, I think that's it for us for sure. It wraps it up, guys. Stay tuned for all the different shows that we have. Don't go anywhere just yet until the stream ends. But we have a little video to show you. Go follow every single one of those guys. Show some love. Primetime's been amazing. We shout out to everybody in Primetime with Dom and DP. And then everybody else. But you can go check out all of this and tomorrow we have, which game was it? The Bills and the Texans?
Yeah, that is correct.